Mm-hmm.
Hatred. To dislike a nigga intensely or passionately, to the point where you completely detest and despise that nigga on a daily basis. Now you see, ladies and gentlemen, there are just many haters in fiction just in general. For an example, Reverse Flash. I mean, yo, this man hates Barry so much, I don't even know if you can call it hating at this point. It's like a severe case of meat munching or hell, dick eating. Then obviously, you know, we got your Dios, your Friezas, your flat nose, no nostril, Voldemort, how does that nigga smell? And yo, you even got your Scars. Scar, please help me. I'm about to fall. Pull me up. Long live the king. Adios, motherfucker. But ladies and gentlemen, the man that we are focusing on today might be one of the most despicable, vile, disgusting, and ignorant human beings to ever grace God's green earth. The personification of hatred, Colonel H. Stinkman. Exhibit A. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, to understand the philosophy of Stinkmeaner, and basically this entire video, ladies and gentlemen, I must explain to you the nigga moment. An altercation caused by ignorance overwhelming the logic, otherwise rational thinking of a brother. Now watch closely as I personally give you a demonstration. Hey, watch where you going, nigga. Hey, what you say to me, cuh? Now, as you can see, these niggas is ready to pop a cap in each other's asses. So they start to get to blasting and miss every single shot like they just got off the set of A New Hope. And once they realize they just both wasted each other's time, they end up figuring out that they just wasted their life away. Freeze! Now, since we have more of an understanding of what is happening here, ladies and gentlemen, meet Colonel H. Stinkmeaner. Now, even back in his childhood, Stinkmeaner was always an old, hating, bitter ass. He didn't care for beautiful sceneries, sunsets, rainbows. He just disliked happiness in general. Man, this some old bullshit. At age 15, Stinkmeaner lost his eyesight to cancer. But the thing is, he didn't care. He was just glad that he ain't had to see no more. So doctors only gave him 3 years left to live. So he did.
Hold on, let me put the camera away after. Alright.
Decided for those 3 years, he would dedicate his life to spreading misery and hatred, all for just sing difference. And the thing is, people don't even know how he lived to become an old man. All they just say is, bro is basically a Sith Lord. The hatred drove him to live every single day. Now later on, we see this beat up ass pickup truck driving like a Nissan Altima in Atlanta, not giving a care in the world. Jesus Christ, it's like truck who done possessed this man. Wait a minute, as I'm now thinking about it, who in the hell gave this old blonde nigga a driver's license? Whoever issued this you should be ashamed of yourself. Now, as we can see, this man is speeding through a parking lot going at least 50, and he starts bagging into granddad's car. And he's like, there better not be nobody in my parking space. This is handicapped. So this man gets out of his car and he's like, who in the hell parked in my space? That's like calling 1-800 collect an ass whooping, partner. So granddad says, yo, bro, are you blind? Yes, I am. You got a problem with that, nigga? And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, Robert Freeman has been trapped in a moment. So Huey says, yo, you could have killed somebody. And this man Stinkmeaner like, well, I'll be doing them a favor. Getting ran over by me is as gracious as Jesus Christ coming down himself and giving you Holy Communion. Oh, Lord, look what you did to my car. Brother, you best have insurance. Nigga, you better have insurance. Ass whooping insurance, cause you about to pay a deductible. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Granddad can either do two things right now. He could do A, walk away and let insurance handle it, or B, fight with an old crazy blind man. And let's just say This brother chose B. So Stink Meaner just start pressing him. He just starts spitting in his face. He like, what you gonna do, huh? Punk ass, pussy ass, ass, punk ass, bitch ass, nigga. You gonna do something about it, bitch ass, nigga. And then Stink Meaner ends up doing one of the most evil, demonic, and despicable things you can ever do to another man. Hold up, I smell new shoes. This man stepped on Granddad's new white voices. Oh, hell no. Nah, bro, this is the most disrespectful thing you could ever do to a man, bro. Bro, I just bought these hoes from Foot Locker like 5 minutes ago. And nah, if you replay it back, look how he stepped on it. Bro pulled back his whole leg, had that hoe at a 90-degree angle, and went, yeah. Nah, bro, that's how you know he ain't got no respect for you. And he like, yeah, they ain't new anymore, are they? Nigga. So then, this was the final straw that made Granddad tick. So Granddad swing at him, but bro dodges it, and he's like, yeah! Oh, Lord, and it was on his bad knee. Jesus Christ, my brother, you just got your ass beat by an old blind man. So Huey had to stop him. He was like, nah, bro, it's over. So later on, after Granddad was just fully embarrassed, everybody just started making fun of him. Riley's like, could it be me getting my ass whooped by an old blind nigga? Then later that night, while Granddad cleaning his shoes, bro, look on the news, and he like,
this just in. A fight at Woodcrest Mall broke out today with an older blind man and another unknown assailant.
And it wasn't just local news. CNN was reporting on it and international news. Brother got niggas in Mexico City calling him a piñata. So then the phone started ringing, and guess who left a voicemail?
Hello, Robert? Pick up the phone, pick up the phone. Now, I saw you get your ass beat by that old blind nigga on the news. And I know you must be feeling embarrassed right now. So you know what will cheer you up, Robert? Some KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Robert, hello? Don't you walk away from this ass machine.
So it got so bad to the point that later on, Granddad ended up going back to the mall, found Stink Meaner, and challenged him to a fight. So Granddad started training thinking he Ali or something, because Huey was like, Granddad, you don't know what you're doing. This man is like a blind samurai or something. I had a dream about him the other night. He's like that. And then on the other side, you got Riley ignorant ass promoting this like we about to watch Jake Paul versus Andrew Tate or something. So now it's the night of the fight, and it is packed. Riley out here overcharging for $10. So they start squaring up, and Stink Meaner like, yeah, you scared? You scared, ain't you, bitch, nigga? Yeah, I can smell the right off of you. That's vintage. So he starts swinging, and then Huey ends up realizing, oh my God, this ain't no trained blind samurai. He ain't got super hearing or nothing. He was just a blind old man that just got lucky. So he was like, wait, hold on, Granddad. But it was too late.
Finish him.
Granddad started whooping that ass. Bro gave him a Shoryuken Tiger and started kicking him like Horang. And then Granddad loaded up and knocked him out.
Fatality.
And he didn't just knock him out. Granddad killed him. All because he got trapped in a nigga moment. So yeah, that was Exhibit A, and it's time to move on to Exhibit B. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit B, The Return. So as we know, Stink Meaner died, but little did we know, this was just the beginning. This man is in hell training with the devil. Bro is washing demons. And even the devil said,
he's the baddest motherfucker I've ever seen.
This man got the devil to acknowledge that he is the baddest nigga he's ever seen. That is the most legendary feat of all time. He even called the devil a bitch-ass nigga. So the devil's like,
Colonel H. Stink Meaner, I am now sending you back to spread ignorance and hatred in the black community.
Hell ain't shit. I'm coming for you, Freeman. So meanwhile, we cut over to Tom, who is basically the equivalent of a brother that is out of touch with his people. But even Stink Meaner knew that every brother's spirit is weakened during a moment. So this dude ends up cutting off Tom and taking his parking spot. So Tom's like, hey, come on, man, you nincompoop. You can't do that, hey, come back here. I had my turn signal on and everything. But then the dude turned around and just started cussing him out. He like, fuck you, punk ass, pussy ass, weak ass nigga. I'll beat your motherfuckers a ditty ass nigga. You'll never in your life ever holler at me, nigga. Now, as we can see, Tom has been trapped in a nigga moment. And this was a perfect time for Stinkmeaner to make his move. What did you say, nigga? So this man WWE drop kicks this man. And he's like, oh yeah, look at you. You was talking all that good a second ago, and you got kicked in your chest. You eat a nigga. You eat a dick. Oh my God, I am so sorry. Somebody call an ambulance. Hey, help! Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, Tom has been possessed by Stinkmeaner. So this man Stinkmeaner got him acted up in the courtroom. Bro got up in there and said, yo, court nigga. Then later on, bro goes home to Tom's wife, and he's like, oh yeah, I want to beat up them booty cheeks. Oh, Tom, what has gotten into you? The same thing that's about to get into you. And he beats his wife's cheeks up. Oh my goodness. Imagine an evil spirit taking over your body and using your body to beat up on your girl Doonies. Nah, bro, it's crazy. So then later on, Stinkmeaner pulls up to Robert's house. Now, I don't know what Robert looking up on the toilet, but the sensor bar is going crazy right now. So Dog starts tearing the door down with an axe, and he's like, I'm back, nigga. Like, yo, what in the Shining is going on right now? So Granddad started running down the steps. Jesus Christ, this man's whole package is hanging out. So Stinkmeaner saying, you don't remember me? You don't remember my name? What's my name, nigga? What's my name, Robert? What's my name? So then Huey finally says his name. He's like, ding, 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 that's right, nigga. So then all the Freemans get ready to jump him. So they get to scrap, and this man Stinkmeaner going crazy. Bruh body Huey, smack Riley around, and he is still continuing to body the whole family. Look at this chop. Then he like, is that all y'all got? Yeah. Look at his backhand to Huey. Oh my gracious. So they finally end up pinning him down, and Riley had to smack this man with like 3 faces to finally just knock him out. So later on, they got him restrained on this bed, and Robert is having this date. So in the middle of his date, Stinkmeaner wake up and he like,
Robert, I know you hear me, you bitch. I know you ain't paid your taxes yet.
Honey, what is that? No.
I know you hear me, Robert. I know you didn't vote this year, you lousy nigga.
You weirdo! Wait, hold on, baby, that's just a TV! So they end up having to call the Catholic Church to exorcise this man. So there was only one man that could save the day. May God bless you, Robert. I came as fast as I could. So let's go ahead and get down to business. Removing the evil spirit from a brother is as hard as getting rid of a hunk of shit. So we must use these holy weapons from God himself. A bunch of weapons that I will not say because dear God, I will get demonetized. My brother will make excuses. If he get desperate, that brother may try to rap. Oh yes, you can hear it.
Robert, I know you got bad credit.
So they get up in this room, and Ruckus pulls out
Man, them a play Bombona Black Ops 2.
the Bible. It says, read the read. Well, then they start beating this man on the bed and saying some phrases that I'm gonna be honest with you. I know I'm not the most family friendly, but I ain't saying it. But then Huey ends up realizing this ain't doing nothing. So they kept on doing this for like several hours, and then they ended up figuring out that the only way to expel his spirit was to create peace with him. And the only way to do that was for Ruckus to make him laugh about how much he hates brothers, and that finally ended up exorcising his spirit and sending him back down to hell. Exhibit C. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit C. The Hateocracy. So even though that Stinkmeaner is now long dead and gone, he still had a crew that wanted to come back and get it back in blood. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the Hateocracy. A group of bitter old hating ass niggas consisting of Colonel H. Stinkmeaner, Lord Rufus Crabmicer, Lady Esmeralda Gripe Nasty, and Mr. George Pistofferson. Now you see, they all met at a retirement home and they all hated each other. But the thing they had in common was that they hated everybody else even more. So they decided to cause complete chaos at the retirement home. Look at them stealing Jello and crashing bingo parties. Be bored. Be bored. Bingo, nigga! Now what the f*** I win? Give me that shit! Eventually, it got to the point where they had to kick him out. But that didn't stop them because they roamed the earth for a decade causing chaos. Eventually, till they split up. But because of the death of Stinkmeaner, the Hateocracy reunited to get it back in blood. So meanwhile, we cut over to Ruckus working at this gas station and this black car pulls up. So they come up to the door and Ruckus is like, oh hell no, what the hell y'all want? We looking for someone. Are you sure it's someone or something? Because you should be looking for the zoo. What y'all looking for, the Curious George exhibit? We're looking for a man named Robert Freeman. Oh hell no, y'all know Robert? Y'all best get to stepping before I send y'all ass the hell on. So you telling me you know Robert then? Good. Looks like I can find where he is if I beat your fat, googly one-eyed ass to death. Whoop his ass, Rufus. Breaking news, a man at a gas station was jumped by 3 assailants in black. The victim, Mr. Uncle Ruckus, no relation, had this to say. Oh Lord, that was 3 of them. Oh, they must have escaped from the zoo or something, them damn wild animals. Police say the suspects are still at large. So yeah, man, Ruckus got jumped. So later that day, George and Esmeralda pull up to Huey and Riley's school, and they like, yes, we're the grandparents of the Freemans, and we're here for checkout. Yeah, that's right, we're here for checkout, fool. So Huey ended up realizing obviously something ain't right. So they go outside, and there they are. Well, we came a long way to kill y'all little motherfuckers. And dog, look at this jump. Nah, G. If I see a pair of 75-year-olds moving like this, I already know I'm about to get my ass whooped. So they start to get the scrapping, and they is teeing off. Oh my God. And look at Esmeralda. Oh Lord, she beat the hell out of Riley. Oh, and fun fact, she hit this man with the exact combo that Orochimaru hit Sasuke with. But she hit him with that gripe nasty variant. So Huey and Riley just got absolutely bodied here. Riley got his ran, bro. Hey, at least Huey put up a fight. But they ended up getting bailed out because it was time for recess. But meanwhile, while this was happening, Robert ends up going fishing, but he ends up running into Rufus. So he's like, come on, how are you doing? Oh, nothing much. I'm just thinking about catching fish. I might catch one more today. Tell me, sir, do you know a man by Stinkmeaner? Oh, wait, you already should, because you killed him. Robert Freeman! So bruh starts swinging this. I don't even know what that is. So Robert started getting to stepping, but dude ended up wrapping him up in the thing, but Robert kicks the barrel of crabs in his face. Oh Lord. So later on, he ended up hiring Bushido Brown to be a bodyguard. So the Hateocracy ended up pulling up to their house. So they start getting ready to jump this man Bushido Brown. But he low-key started working him. Oh my God! Look how he beat old girl, beat the wig off that bitch. Then he went boom. Then he hit her with the finisher. Oh Lord. Nah, bro, this man Bushido Brown was cold. But I say was because that nigga's life was past tense. Rufus caught that man lacking. Oh my God. You know, you gotta censor a lot of stuff now on YouTube because you that new policy. You don't want to make Mama Susan mad now, do you? So Granddad started apologizing. He's like, okay, bro, listen. I'm sorry I killed Stinkmeaner. I am sorry I had a nigga moment. But then they end up saying, we don't give a f about no Stinkmeaner.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, he was our nigga, but it don't matter. We just came to f shit up.
What?
No, bro. This whole time you thought, oh, they coming back to get it back in blood. No, they literally came and did all this, all for shits and giggles. Nah, bro, this is crazy. That's just hating to another level. So they about to kill him, but luckily the cops came and they just arrested him. And the Stinkmeaner saga finally came to an end.
Psych!
Exhibit D. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to uncharted territory. The territory where legends are made. Welcome to Exhibit D. I now present to you the clone. So you see, Stinkmeaner wasn't done messing with Robert because he had a clone. You see, Stinkmeaner answered the ad on blackpeoplemeet.com and the government made a clone of him. So he gets his note from the original Stinkmeaner and it says, "Dear clone me, go with that nigga Robert from OG Stink." So later on, Robert is at the mall and he sees the back of his car is rammed into again. And guess who did it? What's good, Robert? That's right, I ran into your car and I didn't even want to park there. I just wanted to up your car and wait here to tell you about it. So Robert's like, oh, nah, bruh. I ain't having this today. I'm just gonna have to kill you again then, huh? So they get to scrapping and this man's stink meter is moving. And he's like, oh yeah, the government gave me some augmentation. Look at that headbutt, judo throw, sidekick, boom. And people recording Robert getting bodied, man. So you know this episode was made back then during the glory days of World Star. So the cops ended up coming and stopping this fight. But no, it wasn't over. Because later on, he get this call on Skype. Skype. Any of y'all remember Skype, man? Matter of fact, does anybody even still use Skype? But anyways, Steve being on the phone and he like, what's good, nigga? Just to let you know, we gonna have a rematch. And I done already told the whole world about it. So if you don't show, you a bitch. Toodaloo, Robert. So they ended up having another altercation, but Robert called the cops and they ended up arresting Stink Meter. But then this is where it just got crazy. So Ed Wunsler pulls up to Robert's house and he's like, hey, I heard about your altercation with Stink Meter, so I bailed him out. And now we're gonna have a whole fight because I like money. So they end up making this a whole fight, a televised event with promotional material and everything. But while Robert was training for this fight, something was happening to him. The dark side was taking over and he was slowly becoming more like Stink Meter. So it's the night of the fight, and you can obviously see the difference in him. Man's got the bald spot and everything. Bro became what he wanted to destroy. So they start to fight, and Robert just kicked him in the face. So Stink Meter like, oh, I see. You must have took some karate classes or something. So yeah, bro, this wasn't even a fight. Robert gave this man the most absolute beatdown of the century. But the thing is that you have to think about, though, this isn't really Robert. All this is just Robert under Stink Meter's influence. He ended up becoming what he wanted to destroy. An old hating ass nigga. So here we ended up having to stop it. He's like, Granddad, this ain't you. Stop, man. And yo, look at the whole crowd, bruh. It's just silent. And then this man Ed like, looks like this entire event was a flop. This is basically like an Austin McBroom Creator Clash fight. A flop. It was only fun when your ass was getting beat, Robert. All right, everybody, pack it up. Let's count up the pay-per-view sales. So then Robert told Stink Meter, if I let you live, will you stop messing with me? And Stink Meter like, I mean, sure. All you did was just have to ask. Nah, bro. So you telling me this man could have just stopped all this hating if you just asked him? Nah, that's crazy. So we cut 3 months later. And this man Stink Meter outside of his house still harassing him.
Robert, hey, why you don't ever invite your boy Stink over?
That's up, Robert. So Robert comes to the door. He's like, get off my property. And Stink Meter say, oh, I'm on the sidewalk. And I'm going to be here for the rest of your life, Robert. See you tomorrow at 7.
I saw a lot of people talking on the social media about the Income Club. Yes, I bought the license and
So we gotta be thinking, okay, this man gotta be dead, right? Right? This man is still standing here and he only scratched him.
Oh my god.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time for another installment of the most disrespectful moments in anime history. But today, we have something special. Cause you see, this is not just a disrespectful video, nah, we are also returning to the round table of Black Air Force activity. Because a new challenger is on the horizon, to be judged and to take his seat at this round table of menaces. But ladies and gentlemen, please rise, as it is time to praise the sun, cause Escanor has finally arrived to take his seat. Like, this man's arrogance is just straight up unmatched. Dude will literally go 0 to 100 in a second. Like, this man is so prideful, so arrogant, just straight up disrespectful. I just had to give him his own episode. So y'all already know we got the evidence on deck. But before we dive into the evidence, we have to give a shout out to our sponsor that is sponsoring this trial today, and that would be NordVPN. NordVPN is one of the easiest VPNs to ever use. With NordVPN's amazing speed, it is confirmed by the speed testers that NordVPN is the fastest VPN out there. With over 5,200 plus servers in 60 countries, bro, you can find a server wherever you want to. You can even put up to 6 devices on every major platform that includes Windows, Android, iOS, macOS, and Linux. You can access NordVPN from everywhere, from your home, your car, even if you're traveling abroad. Because all it just takes is a click. All you do is open the map, click on the location, and you'll be connected to whatever server you want to in seconds. And it's that easy. And now it's time for the good stuff. Now you see the link in my description? I know you do. Because I tell you, boy, this is a good offer. Because with this link, nordvpn.com/CJTheChamp, you can get a 2-year plan plus 1 month free with a huge discount and a whole birthday gift. So y'all make sure y'all protected and be safe out on the internet and use NordVPN. And go ahead and grab that link in the description, nordvpn.com/CJTheChamp. And again, thank you NordVPN for sponsoring this video. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Exhibit A. Now ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit A, bodying the 10 Commandments. So while Bonnie, Lane, and Jericho are on the run from Galen and Melascula, they end up falling into a ravine and they're trying to find a place to hide. So they end up finding this cave and they see this door. So they walk in the door and they end up finding a tavern with this dude. So when you're watching this for the first time, you're looking at the screen, you like, who is this skinny ass? And bro is scared. He's like, hold on, holy night, nah, G, hold on, I'm not trying to get arrested today. So then he starts talking to Bond, and Jericho's like, wait a minute, you know this skinny ass nigga? Hold on, cuz something is off. So he ends up hiding them in his pantry. So then Galen and Melascula pull up, and bro is bricks right now. So they end up getting wasted in his tavern, and they like, ooh, yes, we like you, cuz. Shoot, when we wipe out humanity, we gonna keep you alive. But then they like, all right, bro, give it up. We know the niggas hiding in that pantry. But then Galen's like, you know what? Let's play a game. If you win, I'll let the nigga slide. All you have to do is literally have a turn-based battle with me. Bro literally wants to have an actual Pokemon battle with this man. And if you run away, you turn into stone. So dude just straight up slaps him and he is out cold. And Galen's like, damn, I thought I only tapped a little on the shoulder. Sorry ass. So then it turns morning and the sun is up. And homie is still laid out. So then Galen is looking at this wall and he sees this ginormous axe. So he ends up trying to pick it up, but he can't even lift it. So it's like, damn, this heavy ass axe. What the fuck is this, Mjolnir or some shit? But then bro snatches it right out of his hand. I was like, nigga, get your filthy ass hands off of my damn axe. No, I feel sorry for y'all niggas because y'all came all the way here just to die a painful death. So they like, hold on, wait a minute. No way you could be human. But he like, nah, I'm a human, alright. But the thing is, I stand above demons, I stand above gods, I stand above everybody. I will literally step on your ass. So then we finally see this is Escanor, the sin of pride. And my God, this man is prideful, alright. Bro looks like he put on at least about 5